Honestly, I feel kind of bad for her now. It wasn't that I lied to her. I honestly wanted to be here to keep Zach safe, to keep Rebecca safe, just in case. Client or family friend, it still was a house party. It still was a party hosted by a person of interest, by a man accused years ago of murdering a person's wife to get what he wanted. But then Chief showed up, Hannah Wright happened, then Luke Wright, and Luke Wright just couldn't be bothered to die peacefully somewhere. All of a sudden, none of my original reasons mattered. If I was found out right there, then and there, hell, if Zach and Rebecca's connection with me was found out, who knows what might have happened. Rebecca doesn't understand that. Doesn't understand what I can or can't say to keep them from harm. It's all in her eyes damn, I can't speak. It's all in her eyes. The tight line of her lips and frown of brows. The hurt.
I'll ask this again. Just what were you up to during the party? What were you doing that you couldn't even take 2 seconds to make time for your friends?
This day is just off to a wonderful start. My first case, now, Becca. Stretch it. Oh, fuck. I'm worried I might say the wrong thing. Hold on. Stretch the truth. Ah, damn. Yeah. Yeah. I... Yeah. Insists it's confidential.
It's confidential, Rebecca.
I wonder how many times I've told her that. Not just her, my dad, my mom, Zach, and even Isabella. How many times have I told them what is this? How many times have I told them what essentially boiled down to mind your own business, to make sure they're all safe, to keep them out of danger? My job isn't a game. It isn't as glamorous as the television portrays it to be. I had thought so as a child. I thought so too as a child. I was so clueless back then, wasn't I? But boy, did I learn. The good guys don't always win. Justice isn't always served. Investigation is not looking at a crime scene once to get a eureka moment. It's sleepless nights at the crime lab with the tent guys. It's several days wearing the same clothes with Chinese takeout stains because I'm staking out a place. It's frustration when bureaucracy hinders you from looking into a case any further, or you know the suspect is guilty but they get away scot-free on the technicality. Yeah, that does happen. It's seen anger and pain and despair with every case.
I know you have a mountain of questions, but I've told you this so many times before. I can't say much more than that.
Still, the look on Rebecca's face, the resentment and the pain, it hurts me as well to think that I'm the cause of that. It's a familiar one, too. Something I've seen a lot over the years. I wonder how long it'll take before Zach starts giving me the same one. Or until I've hurt Isabella in a way that any sincere apology won't be enough. What a mess. I'm a mess. And it's the people who are close to me who have suffered for it.
Official police business, huh? So you did use me?
Used? The way she utters it makes me feel like a total scumbag. It's not like I did it on purpose. But I can't just hold someone responsible for this, right? Who am I going to blame? the chief, Hannah Wright, Luke Wright. Doing so feels like cowardice. It doesn't change the fact that I'm the one who put us in this situation. I couldn't even look at her anymore, with this guilt eating me up inside. But then she laughs, half-hearted, with barely a hint of cheer in it, but it's a laugh nevertheless. I honestly don't know what to make of that, what to do with myself upon hearing it. It's almost like a mere sound of it is meant to be pierced.
Well, the least you could have done is tell me. Maybe I could have helped, kept an ear and an eye out for you.
No.
I don't know. I could have been Irene Adler, maybe?
Who? Her smile doesn't quite reach her eye, but the mask, she tries so hard for me. I even gave her a smile of my own, though I imagine it comes off as unenthusiastic as hers. It's far easier to slip back to banter when it's like this, to brush off everything. At least this way we wouldn't have to deal with awful things.
The woman? Don't flatter yourself. Nancy Blue, more like.
Her sidekick would beg to differ, Ashett.
I couldn't stop a wry grin from forming in my lips. She probably still has the photo from that contest to keep in her old diary. I never did find either of the two after I threatened to burn them. In the end, I just never brought it up again, hoping she'd just forget about the whole thing. But that smile on her face says a lot. Those were good times. A lot simpler, a lot more peaceful. Now things have changed. We're no longer the same people we were as kids. Growing up together doesn't mean it always has be just the two of us in the first place. It's a dumb notion to believe in. When nothing ever remains constant, things will inevitably change through the years. In fact, it already has long ago, not just with the people we allowed in our respective lives, but also with us as people, as friends. It really does get complicated as we get older, doesn't it? Not everything has to be, though. Even if it's in the form of a promise, I have no idea when I'll be able to fulfill.
I swear, I'll explain when it's all over.
The silence afterwards brings an even heavier air between us. Something that Rebecca thankfully doesn't allow to linger more than necessary.
I suppose you have to go now, huh?
The situation is already awkward as is. Dragging this out will only make it more what? Difficult? Messed up? As if it isn't already.
Back to your case again?
I don't really have to. I have no case. As far as the job is concerned, I have the weekend off until I have to report to Chief on Monday. Although I don't want to just throw in the towel on this. Orders are orders. This isn't like the movies. I don't get to say fuck off, throw my gun and my badge at him. This is some vigilante. Save the other day and get my job back. I'd rather get my ass thrown in jail than do any of that. But it's also not in my nature to sit still and do nothing. It'll drive me crazy if I just idle about. Besides, there's someone who has to know about this whole Luke Wright thing.
Yeah, I need to go talk to Professor Clark. And there's something else I need to look into.
The other matter she mentioned last night specifically. Things even the news have been blasting out to the general public, publicists lately. Evening, afternoon, morning, all deaths with the same motives. Blame on a single serial killer. Or Is it still the case?
Found dead in the early hours of the morning today.
Oh shit.
The fire was contained within the room and no other tenants were harmed, according to Luxborn police.
We were grasping straws as far as those murders are concerned. In the first place, hold on for a second. Let me see the branching tree. Oh, damn. Hmm. Sorry about that. In the first place, I'm not even the one hitting this investigation. Yet look at me treating it as if it's another high-profile case on my shoulder. How sad is that? Although three of my friends have mentioned seeing something strange, I don't want to go into that line of thinking for now. Not yet, until I've exhausted every logical argument I could throw at it. To be honest, I don't know how to take all of this anymore. But I've already given my word to Isabella. It'll bother me more if I didn't follow up on a promise I made to her. And after Rebecca's claims last night, there won't be enough sarcasm in the world if what my friends have been telling me is true. I can already hear Isabella's laughter, in fact.
Figures. What else can it be?
It's not another case. It's something else. That issue Isabella mentioned yesterday morning. I'm sure you remember. You were there.
Well, at least you're not neglecting all your friends.
Becca, I promised her I'll...
She doesn't want me to finish. Damn! With a roll of her eyes, she turns around and shuts the door in my face. I have no idea what I said this time, but...
probably deserve that.
I mean, damn. We'll just have to fix this some other time. But by then, her temper should have cooled out significantly. Hopefully. Is she jealous of Isabella? For now... Professor Clark delivers then the issue with BRC and Isabella. I'll also jump by Zax, check on him, hear what he has to say. The damn letter. By a paranormal detective, or was it supernatural?
Are you two done?
Wait, was that Isabella's voice? Isabella, okay. I'm just reading to myself because I'm just caught off guard by Rebecca rolling her eyes and slamming the door.
Isabella, you're up early.
Lame.
No, I'm not. I'm usually up at this hour. You're the one that usually sucks at getting up early.
Ha!
Says the person who looks like she's just fallen out of bed. Hey, are you...
Anyway, was that Becca with you? You both sound like Mama and Papa when they fight. You're awfully loud. If we get another memo from the landlady, I'm asking the guard to ban you from ever entering this place.
Me? Becca's the one almost shouting.
Yeah, well, she lives here. You don't.
Damn. I mean, that is a good point.
You have no excuse. You're the suspicious-looking person.
I guess I can see where you're coming from.
Thanks. Glad at least one person appreciates how I pretty up this place.
Don't flatter yourself. This place would be so much better without having to see your face every few days.
She follows it up with another pout. But her ruffle appeal. An angry puppy? I mean, okay.
Belle, did something?
About yesterday, Ash. The things we talked about. Do you think we can take a look at it today?
We? I never said you're coming with me. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. You'll be the first to know if I find anything.
No, I want to go with you. I'll be ready in a few. This won't take long.
Isabella, you really don't have to. I can handle it on my own. You'll just...
I won't get in the way, I promise. Besides, maybe I can help. You know, if there are files you want to check.
I don't like what she's implying.
You're the one who's going to get in trouble if you do that.
Yeah, isn't it illegal to I don't know if that's I don't know if it's illegal or not, but I'm not a police officer. I don't know.
You said it yourself. You need information. And I can help you get that.
I want legal information.
And it's not like it matters anymore. I just don't want to stand around doing nothing today.
Then go for a walk. I'm just reading to myself because it's just exhausting just reading for about 30 to 40 to 50 minutes to an hour. I don't know, man.
All right, 5 minutes.
What? You're timing me?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait forever. I'm a very busy guy.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 45 seconds, Isabella.
I hate you so much.
4 minutes and 30 seconds, 29, 28. I'd hurry if I were you.
Ugh, you're awful! I hope you never get a girlfriend.
She sums it up.
It's not like I'm looking for anyone else.
I want to tell her. It's not because I can't. I won't. Okay, so I might do one with Isabel. I mean, I didn't get all... I might not... I'm more focused on beating the game. Or visual novel, as I like to say it. Or as it is.
Ashton.
Not running today, Professor?
Oh, no, not today. Just thought I'd enjoy the nice weather before it takes a turn for the norm again. And to what do I owe the pleasure?
I was hoping to talk to you about the, you know, the case.
Yeah.
You aren't in trouble, are you?
Well, I'm in a bit of trouble, if you can call it that.
Ashton,
But I'm not in danger or anything.
you've said that same excuse a million times before, Detective Inspector. That exhausted rasp in your voice tells a different story.
It's nothing like what you're thinking. Don't worry. I was just... I was taken off the Luxborn firm case.
Is that so? Well, at least you aren't in danger.
Right?
Liz wouldn't be too happy if she heard you right now.
Liz. Aunt Liz. Oh.
Believe me, you'd get an earful. You don't want to show up at her doorstep looking like you haven't slept a wink either.
I don't know, man. I'm still caught off guard when Rebecca rolled her eyes and slammed the door after hearing Isabella's name. That's why I'm not reading a whole lot. Because I was not expecting that.
You might think that you have failed as an officer. Or maybe you think that you have failed me. And you know more than anyone. I would love to see that man taken down. If anyone deserves to be tried in high court, it's him. But I'm glad nothing's happened to you while you were working on this. That's what's most important. I'd hate to get news like that again. It's not like another death. Yours or even his will bring back my wife. I apologize too for putting you up to this. You didn't have to, but you've already done more than any officer who has investigated this. So don't worry about this, old man. I know your department's people all have their hands full recently too. What with the upsetting news we've been getting as of late. Deaths almost every day. I'm not entirely sure if that has anything to do with the other. It seems too big even for someone like him. But if this is that man's doing...
Professor, please. Please don't apologize. It's really all right. I can try to get it back on Monday when I meet with the chief. No promises, but if not, I'll make sure to keep an ear out for any news. Chief said he's passing it on to a senior officer. I should be able to catch a few tidbits every once in a while. But I swear I won't just give up on this. I'll do everything in my power to get Aunt Liz's case reopened for you.
This isn't a prank! I saw something! See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys. It's not a joke! Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have... But it's real! What do you think I saw? It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
If that was what Isabella has been warning us about, if it was the same thing Rebecca talked about last night, how many of these instances have I dismissed since reading the letter? How many have I ignored and passed off as some effect of fatigue or lack of sleep? Even last night, a hallucinogen lacing the food is the first thing I considered, purely because that's what my training dictates. It's a mindset I've grown used to. It's the setting the gears in my head automatically takes in a situation like this. Of course, I'm not discounting all of that until I have enough information, something to form a conclusion from, proof and whatever it may come to. But thinking straight is impossible when all of a sudden all your beliefs are being upturned in the most violent way possible at that. Jesus, I need a sounding board. I need to talk to someone, and Zach's the best person to...
I have to go, Professor.
Oh, no problem. But what are you...
Yeah.
Ash, are you... Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, no, I don't, okay? But we should hurry. Come on, don't forget to lock your door.
Seriously, you look like you're about to fall over. Are you alright? Because if you're planning to faint right here, I won't be able to carry you.
Yes, don't mind me. I just remembered some stuff from last night. I need to talk to Z-Man about this. Mind if we drop by his place first?
Shouldn't we call him? To let him know? It's still pretty early, but we'd probably arrive there around noon. Also, what do you mean about this? Is Zach...
He was also there when I opened the letter, right? He read it too. I'm sure he's fine, but it wouldn't hurt to check on him. To make sure. See if he'll say the same things you told me yesterday.
If he's also been seeing things, if it's also the same woman I saw last night.
I'm not saying there's really a curse yet, but we have to look at this from every possible angle.
That's what you're basically saying.
And don't worry, he won't mind. He's probably just watching TV right now. Let's go.
Honestly, I did think Rebecca was at the wrong for the way she reacted to Isabella being brought up.
Okay, but speak up if you're not feeling well. You really look like you're choking on something. You didn't have to do this for me in the first place.
You know it's not as simple as that.
Ash, should you be rummaging around? It's bad enough we went in here without asking for his permission.
Chill, I'm just looking. If you see me take anything, feel free to call the police.
Do you always do this whenever you visit another person's house? Because I have a lot of questions about your methods.
I don't blame you,
Just
Isabella.
with Zach. You don't have to hang around the door. You might be here for a while. You can sit down.
Aren't we going to look for him?
Sure, we can, but where are we going to start? I can think of a few places he might be, but Luxburn's a big city. I don't want to miss the big guy if we leave, and... At least the locked door points to the fact that it wasn't a forced exit.
Ooh, bless me. Oh, damn. I'm just waiting for...
Sup, Z-Man?
Hey, Zach. Sorry we just barged in here. Ash was...
Relax. Z-Man gave me a copy of the key himself.
I mean, I'm with Zach. You can't just...
Only after you broke the 13th one? I can't keep replacing them every time you think it'd be a good idea to break into my apartment. And stop calling me Z-Man!
I didn't break anything this time.
Ash, just because I gave you a key doesn't mean you can just stroll in here whenever you want to. And hey, is that my... Of course he eats all of it. You know, I was saving that for the weekend. Did you at least share some with Bella?
Don't worry about it. I'm good, Zach.
Really? It's free food, you know? What was that you usually say? You don't say no to free food? What happened?
No, I'm just not hungry.
That's weird.
Aye. But if you want something, just say so. I've got a fully restocked pantry right here at your disposal. Still not a 5-star level thing, but for an empty stomach, it'd do. Just say the word.
Thanks, Zach. Maybe next time. Food is not really what we came here for.
Yeah.
Ash, he's the one who...
Please don't tell me something happened again.
Oh, yeah.
No, nothing. None so far. And we're keeping it that way as much as possible.
Ash, it's not that easy. This isn't some...
We don't know that. Let me look at this first, okay? I agreed to help, but you've got to let me handle things from now on.
I already told you everything.
There must be something we're not seeing in this just yet. We'll sort this out, but no more silly ideas and running around on your own. You're making people worry more than necessary. Becca, especially.
So everything's fine?
Depends on who you're asking. How are things with you? Anything odd?
Good, I guess. Admittedly, how things went down at the housewarming party last night threw me off a bit.
I'm not asking about that. Remember the letter thing Isabella's been yapping on about? I'm asking about that kind of odd.
Yeah. I mean, I never believed in ghost stories either, but I do believe in, yeah, I do believe, you know what? I do believe in supernatural things.
Well, the dreams, they're a lot worse than usual. There's a woman now, ever since we saw that letter. I don't know if it's the same one Isabella talked about. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I really don't want to go back to sleep sometimes. Last night was the worst. Anyway, why are you asking about this?
Rose's death isn't just a coincidence, Zach. It may have something to do with... I may have...
Wait, stop right there for a sec, Bella. I thought you ain't buying this stuff, Ash. Just the other day, you said the exact same thing.
I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something. Whatever this is, someone has got to look into it. Everything about this screams shady.
Yeah. Yep. Along with Isabella's warnings, what's occurring about Zach? What's happening around Luxembourg since Isabella found the letter?
Have you two seen the news this morning?
Oh yeah.
I haven't, actually. Mama called, and I was busy.
No problem. It should be in the afternoon news as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Found dead in the early hours of the morning today. The fire was contained within the room and no other tenants were harmed, according to Luxembourg police. A similar writing was found in another victim's room from last week's incident. Both were employees of Briar Realty Corporation. LBN has reached out to the...
Like what happened to Cooper. Wait. I've noticed that they're only going after... It's only happening to BRC.
This is because of that thing, isn't it? I did this somehow.
It ain't too late. We could still fix this. 4 if you count Rebecca.
No, she's staying away from this. I don't want to involve her in this any more than I already have. Both of you as well. No, she's...
I already said it. That's completely out of the question. Stop asking.
I just like reading to myself because it's it makes things a lot easier. Because I cannot read when it's like, I don't know, man. It's just reading while playing visual novel based or I cannot speak. Reading while playing visual novel based games can be exhausting. So that's why I prefer reading to myself.